What's up, everyone? Adrian Morrison here, and I'm going to welcome you to the Profit Power Hour tonight. Listen, I'm excited to have you here. This is an interesting time of the holiday season and the holiday sales rush. I mean, people are buying gifts like crazy. They're spending a lot of money. Records have been broken this year on Shopify, and you are here for it, which is incredible. You're here to witness it. You're here to partake in it. You're here to learn from it. And if you're here tonight, then you're getting educated. Even if you haven't launched your store yet, you're getting to learn from what is going on right now. I'm going to go ahead and get my camera on. So can everybody see me? Just say yes in the chat box so we can review that. So I always like to make sure GoToWebinar is working and my team can make sure that, all systems are go. Okay, cool. So everybody's piling in right now, and we're keeping these webinars to roughly 30 minutes. Sometimes I go to 40. I was just looking at some previous webinars I had done. I had gone up to like hour and 40 minutes, 2 hours. Um, so, just depending on what we're teaching, we can go longer. Tonight, I have something that will easily be able to keep to 30 minutes. It's important for you to learn, to understand. It will give you a little bit of an edge over other people that are getting started or even, just kind of like mediocre in regards to their knowledge or average in regards to their knowledge in the dropship space. And part of being on these webinars is staying ahead of the curve and learning from my experience. Look, I've been doing e-commerce since 2014, maybe 2013. I can't remember. I started out with Teespring and a company called Represent. Then I moved to the Shopify platform late 2014, early 2015, I believe. And I've been in the game a long time. And not only that, I'm surrounded by people that have been in the game and are operating at a higher level just silently, than I ever have with e-commerce. And so I'm always learning from those people, and I'm able to come on here for free and share that information with you, and the strategies that I've seen and learned, and practiced myself some. So that said, if you're here, I want to welcome you. If it's your first time, I want to say thanks for showing up. You're going to love this webinar series. We do it every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. EST. And with that, we'll go ahead, we'll get started. On the screen here, you should all be able to see our welcome screen. It says claim your free Shopify store build. If you don't have a Shopify store set up yet, you can go to profitph.com/free store, and our software will build a store for you. You just have to get your Shopify account and activate it. And for free, it will build a store and load products on it. Now, there are upgrades available through that journey. So you could upgrade to a premium theme. And a lot of stores, most stores, even my own personal stores, we always upgraded to premium themes because it just gave us more options. It gave us more what I call conversion elements, more customization. It made the store look better. And obviously Shopify's got free themes too, so you can make that choice during that journey. At the bottom, we have our recommended vendors. So we teach drop shipping, but a lot of our students sell their own inventions, their own products. It doesn't have to be drop shipping, but these are drop ship vendors, Pillar Profits, Shine On, Zendrop, and CJ Drop Shipping. They're my favorites. There are plenty of others out there that are great. These are just the ones that I've studied, used, and recommend currently, and that I'm confident and comfortable recommending. Shine On right now is probably about to be the hottest because Shine On is a US based company. They have a factory in, I think it's like St. Pete, and one up in New Jersey. They ship anywhere in the world, and it's very, very fast shipping, like literally 2 to 3 days for people to get their items. So there might potentially still be a little bit of time for you to, tap into some traffic, I should say Christmas guaranteed delivery sales with Shine On. Pillar profits, you're probably out of the zone of delivery by Christmas. With Zendrop, you know might still have a little bit of time depending on if you're using the fast US shipping or their overseas shipping and saving money. We talked about that last week, the difference between that all. And CJ drop shipping, I just wouldn't, you know, if we're trying to get people their orders before Christmas, I think CJ drop shipping is out, which is why tonight we're doing this particular webinar, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to show you, so you don't have to worry about people buying stuff and it not arriving by Christmas and then getting refunds, because you don't want to do that. And you still want to be able to generate traffic and run your business. So we're going to talk about that. For now, I just want to remind everybody that if you're new, you have access to your membership portal at accessadrian.com. We have a news feed here, which will keep you up to date with any announcements. You can see the news feed at the top right. And then down here under my courses and software, any of the courses or softwares that you have will be located here. But mainly you all should have one called the Profit Power Hour. It is free. And when you click on Profit Power Hour, it's going to open up this members area here. And you'll be able to look at all of our trainings all the way back to 2016. I was just browsing. I told you I was browsing through here as we're cleaning things up. We're trying to take anything that's not relevant out because we've got all the way back to 2016 here. And I was looking at stuff from 2021 and 2020 that is like hyper relevant to marketing right now. So go back, look at the titles of these trainings, and you know, go watch some of these. It's great information, and I think that you're absolutely going to learn a lot from a lot of these videos. That's why we keep these up, and they're free. All right, so you can always go watch our replays here, and of course, every webinar that we've done in 2023 is right here for you. Aside from maybe like 2 or 3 that either didn't record or I was ill during, you know, that particular week, so I wasn't able to show up. So, you know, your training is always going to be here. All right, so now what I want everybody to do is tell everybody to pop in the webinar if they have not yet joined. You can go to our Facebook group. We have a Profit Power Hour Facebook group. Most of you are in our Ecom Mastery with Adrian group. We have a group just for this webinar series. It's facebook.com/group/profitph. Either way, go into one of the Facebook groups, tell everybody to hop on the webinar, because I'm about to go over some things to prepare you for that pre-holiday sales rush and expectations similar to last week, but now we're a week closer to Christmas. And so there's some important things that I want to point out. All right. So that being said, let's pull up my whiteboard. Okay. So this little whiteboard that I use for those of you that are new, and it's how I kind of articulate things to you that I can't necessarily type out. And I'm just gonna, I think we're good. Move this to about 120%. That's usually where I keep it. This desk is a lot higher than my desk at my house in Florida. I'm at my house in Mississippi now. I come home for the holidays, and then probably like from May, actually like April to December, I go live at the beach in Florida. But I don't want to be at the beach when it's cold, obviously. All right. So here's what's happening right now. Pay very close attention, all right? Something is happening right this second that is it's kind of like I don't know if plot twist is, it's like a yearly plot twist that a lot of people don't expect. And I'm going to show you how to just overcome the obstacle that it you know, that it creates. All right, so let's talk about this holiday sales rush, because right now that is what's happening. We are experiencing something called a holiday sales rush. Okay, and this typically means a very high volume of traffic, and you know, people are I should say, we are seeing a ton of gift buyers. We're also seeing a lot of personal shoppers, meaning people are buying things for themselves, right? Um, people are they are shopping for themselves while they're buying other people gifts because they're getting good deals. And we know that this is in high volume, but it comes with a little caveat. Most people, all right, expect pre-Christmas delivery. All right. So I should underline they expect it. Well, you know, if you're drop shipping, you're print on demand and you're drop shipping, especially if your vendor's in China. We talked about this last week, so I won't go into it again. But it is, in my opinion, in bad taste, bad business, and unethical, and immoral to advertise things as holiday gifts when you know that they're not going to really arrive before the holiday. And it really is shooting. A lot of people get greedy and they shoot themselves in the foot and they get refunds. So something weird happens. This is the like plot twist. Like sales just are freaking crushing right now. But then there's this little plot twist with the expectation of pre-Christmas delivery, and it for a lot of e-commerce businesses, they will just kind of hit the kill switch for a week or two and stop selling completely because they know that their items won't deliver before the holiday. So here's what it looks like, okay? So I'm gonna draw a little graph here. All right. And this is gonna be, and I'm hypothetically making this up, okay? So I want to, anytime I talk about numbers and money, I want you to understand that like I'm just making this up. I'm not saying that anyone's gonna make X amount of dollars or is, I don't know what you're making. I can't even see your stores. But this would be $0. And let's say, a business that is doing $20,000 a day in sales. And then this would be, I would say, our timeline of October. All right. Then we have November. Then we have December. And then we have January of next year. Okay. And this is what happens. We're going to have two lines here. We're going to have your basic average um, e-commerce drop shipper that doesn't have, you know, the education and experience that I have and that y'all are able to receive and consume here versus someone with a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more savvy, and things outside the box a bit more. Okay. So typically what happens with sales is in October, maybe you're making a little bit of money, every day. And your average store, which we'll do, let's do it orange. Let's just say is making, a little bit. All right. Okay, and it's going to go up a little bit when November hits. All right. And then November hits and we see a nice little spike. Okay. But then November, Black Friday and all that hit. And you kind of just see this skyrocket here. And it continues to skyrocket. But as we get into December, it planes off. But mid-December here, let's just say, I would say, let's see, if my line is correct here. I would say about right here Okay. And if we go down, you'll kind of see we're not all the way through December, but we are pretty far through December, probably the week before Christmas. All right. This is where things plummet. Let's just call this, we could say this would be the week before Christmas. All right. That's the week before Christmas at its peak. Now, what happens is the week before Christmas, or even 2 weeks before Christmas, something that is really hard to do for most people happens. And that is they hit the kill switch because they know that their store isn't going to be able to deliver things before Christmas. And we also know that people have that expectation of, pre-Christmas delivery because they're buying gifts. These are mostly, gift buyers. All right. So people hit that kill switch and their sales legitimately go down to almost nothing. Inevitably, some people are going to still buy because they're finding your store, seeing your ads, like maybe you're probably still getting sales, but it just plummets to a death, all right? Which really sucks. Like I know that like when I have a lot of sales coming in, when there have been times where my store was just like crushing it, and I'm like, ugh, like I know that like I'm getting close to the deadline for holiday delivery. I'm gonna have to kill this, but I can see all these sales coming in. My ads are crushing it, and it's very hard to like hit that switch, right? And that's kind of how I came up with this idea is to avoid hitting the kill switch. But things die off, and then they will slowly come back after Christmas and build back up, hopefully, right? But they're not going to go to those peak levels again because, like that was because of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday sales rush. They might even not go that high. I don't know where the heck they're going to go. All right. We're just like making up very loose uh, examples here. I have to always say that because people are like, well, wait, your graph said that my store should be right here. I'm just like, this is all generalized. All right. And this is where people hit the kill switch. All right. This is where people hit that kill switch and they turn their store off for a week, or maybe they turn it off for 2 weeks. All right. Now, so, and this would be also our basic shop, AKA no education. All right. That would be a basic shop. Now in green, I'm going to do someone who uses this strategy, okay? A hypothetical example of someone using the strategy that we're going to talk about tonight. All right. So let's just say that they're on the same, timeline, but we're going to have to do a different color and we'll just do it slightly above this. All right. Slightly above this, but let's just say it's the same person and the sales pretty much, like they're the same. They skyrocket up. They get to that week before Christmas where people typically hit that kill switch. But instead of hitting the kill switch right here, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to activate a pattern interrupting promotion. So what we're going to do at this point is we are going to, we'll do this in blue. We are going to activate a pattern interruption, promotion, okay? So a pattern interruption promotion is going to give us the opportunity to still run our ads and say something that's going to shock a lot of people. So it should, and it is designed to shock people and get their attention. So we're going to activate our pattern interruption promotion. Something that most people would never want to say in their ads is what we're going to say. Okay? I'm going to get to it. Don't worry. And hypothetically, right? This is what um your store's traffic and potential sales would hopefully look more like, right? Instead of killing everything, your sales will drop. They will drop without a doubt. So we're still going to see it go down. Okay? And I don't know where it's going to go down to, but I know that it shouldn't go to zero because, well, I mean, your ads are still running, but you're going to see a drop, maybe back down to normal levels or slightly above those normal levels. Okay. And then after the holiday, which would be, roughly right here, things should just pick right back up to normal, right? But instead of going to zero, right, we're just slightly making a little bit less money over time, but still generating sales, hopefully. Like that would be the goal, right? So you will see a plummet when you change this, but it shouldn't plummet to zero. Maybe it plummets 50%, right? So how many of you in here would rather have a strategy to continuously run your ads all the way through Christmas holiday without worrying about people getting upset about expectations for pre-Christmas delivery, right? And without having to worry about killing off your potential revenue stream. Yes, yes, right? So instead of hitting that kill switch, right, we are blasting through the kill switch and we are activating a pattern interruption promotion. All right. And this is going to be everyone that this is going to be our educated shop. Okay. Our educated shop is in green. Our basic shop with no education is in orange, right? And or if they're doing that good, they probably have some education, but they're not educated on this idea, right? So this is a theoretical, very loose, me just drawing some lines on a screen. They mean absolutely nothing in regards to actual sales and numbers and percentages. It's just a generalized, we see a big spike and then we see a big dip. How do we stop the big dip from going to zero and make that stop at 50% or at least 30% or 70%, but not go to zero so we can still run our business through the holidays? And still generate sales without the expectation of Christmas delivery. How do we get people to purchase for during this time without expecting Christmas delivery? Well, what we do is this pattern interruption promotion is, I would say, starting probably in the next couple of days. What we would need to do is we would need to do a Facebook ad that or a TikTok ad or whatever type of ad that uses this more of like shocking, eye-opening headline and see if that works. See if it still gets you, if it helps you sustain instead of plummeting for a week or two, because you can never go back in time and make those potential sales up. So we're gonna have our ad is gonna say something special. So our special ad copy that we're going to use, all right, is going to say, let's just say that your ad is like this. Actually, let's do it down here. Okay. And you could be running a, you know, different style ads. Some are more vertical, some are horizontal. It really is just dependent on you. But this will be, you know, your image slash video that you're promoting. And this would be what I would call your headline, your CTA, and this up here would be whatever your copy is, right? All right, so what we would want to write in our ad that would, you know, get people's attention is it could be up here, okay? And part of it could be down here, or it could be reiterated in the headline. So what we would say is, this won't arrive in time for Christmas. But, so we're telling people in the ad, this won't, like literally, the ad's going to say, this won't arrive in time for Christmas, but this is our hook. Order now and get 20%, 25% off until Christmas Day. Okay. So this gives you like a week-long promotion, or maybe a 2-week promotion. It doesn't have to be 25% off. All right. We want to highlight here that this happens until Christmas Day, because, you know, if anybody's ordering something on Christmas Day, they don't expect to get it by Christmas. So what we're saying, what we're doing here is we're shifting the copy in our ads, and we know that, you know, some people aren't going to buy when they see this because they're looking for Christmas delivery. But to my point up here, which many of you probably were saying, why did he mention, you know, that there are personal shoppers during the holiday sales rush? Well, that's not really relevant. Our concern is, you know, getting people their gifts before the holiday. But that's just, look, I bought stuff for myself yesterday and today while I was shopping for other people, because while I'm shopping for other people, I see stuff I want, you know, and I don't care if it gets here before Christmas. I'm buying it for myself, right? So I'll use it whenever I get it. And if I can get a deal right now, and I can get a Black Friday, Cyber Monday percentage off, right? Just because it won't arrive by Christmas, but it's not even a Christmas present, so I don't care. Why would I not take that deal? Why would that not be an incentivization to buy it right now while I'm already shopping? See, people already have their wallet out. They got their credit card out. They're shopping. They're spending money. Those that rush is happening, that dopamine rush is hitting. Every time you find something, you buy something, you get a little bit of a dopamine rush, and you're in that mood to spend money. Okay. So when you offer people a reason to buy something for themselves, right? But if you can wait until after, if you can wait for after Christmas delivery, we'll give you 20% off or 25% off. It then gives people a reason to go ahead and buy it right now for themselves. People will spend money to save money. I want to say that again. People will spend money to save money. That's crazy, right? They will spend money to save money. They will buy something they would have never bought before just because they know they can get a savings on it right now. And they know if they want it later, then they would have to pay full price. People will spend money to save money. So what we're doing here is we are giving these personal shoppers, we are giving them justification to buy something for themselves. This item and this what we would say up here in the copy and the headline. This won't arrive in time for Christmas, but order now and get 25% off. This won't arrive in time for Christmas, but if you can wait till after Christmas but if you can wait till after Christmas delivery, you can get 25% off today. This won't arrive in time for Christmas, but you can get 25% off today if you're okay waiting for a later delivery, right? Have Chat GPT go in and write this copy for you 5 or 6 different ways that you can split test. And so what you're able to do is you're able to run your ads, and there are other things that you could say, right? But in other ways that you could position this. But my goal here is to get your brain working. My goal here is to show you that you don't have to just shut off your store because you're worried about stuff not hitting until after Christmas, which is, the right thing to do unless you have appropriate messaging. So your ad and your sales page would say, this item won't arrive in time for Christmas, but if you go ahead and order it right now, we'll give you 25% off. And this deal ends on Christmas Day. So they know that on Christmas Day, their 25% or 20% or 15% off deal is going to go back up to full price. We're only giving them a deal because we know it's not going to arrive by the holiday, right? That's our justification. That is their incentivization. And it also will create urgency, right? So this is a method that you all could start implementing in your ads right now in an ad campaign on your sales pages. And instead of having to kill your ads and go down to 0 traffic because you're afraid of holiday delivering, you would just activate this pattern interrupting promotion, which literally hardly anybody uses. Like I never see any ads that really say this when I'm browsing, especially this year. I haven't seen any. So it's different. Anytime somebody sees something that says this won't arrive by Christmas, they're like, what? They're going to look at it. So it will hopefully stop the scroll for a second, incentivize someone to go ahead and buy it right now. And it gives you kind of like a third, like push of a Black Friday, Cyber Monday style deal. And it's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? An agreement that I'm going to give you X% off if you're willing to wait until after Christmas, which is another way you could say, if you're willing to wait for after Christmas delivery, you can get 25% off on this now. So you could say, if you're willing to wait for after Christmas delivery, we'll give you 25% off on this item or items on our store right now, this week only, right? So another way to say the same thing slightly differently. So this is how you can stop the plummet and hopefully, cut it off at a 50% or a 30% decrease or whatever it may be, because your ads are still live. You still are going to be tapping into those personal shoppers, and even people, if they see stuff that they want as a gift, they can say, hey, look, I bought you something. I'll give it to you later. Here's a picture of what I got you. I've gotten envelopes before with a picture of the product someone bought for me. They said it'll be in another week. So this is a great way for you to shift, pivot a little bit, and write some ads that are kind of fun to play with, because not many people want to say that the item that's in their ad isn't going to arrive before Christmas. They're afraid that's going to kill their sales. But really what it's going to do is just show customers that you're transparent. It's going to make them more comfortable about purchasing. It's going to make them feel good that they're getting a deal. And it's not going to make them blow up your support with questions about when their item is going to come in, because they had an agreement with you that they're willing to wait till after Christmas in exchange for a really good discount. Makes sense? So that being said, that is it for tonight. Simple strategy, common sense. Like, you know, can anyone with common sense can look at this and say, oh yeah, this could work. Go try it. All right. Don't kill your ads if you don't have to. There's still plenty of traffic, plenty of customers shopping between now and the Christmas holiday. It's just this way we're ethical. This way we're doing the right thing. We're giving people a good deal. We're maybe reinvigorating and spiking some sales that would have plummeted otherwise. And we don't have to shut our business down for a week like most people do because of shipping delays and shipping expectations for Christmas. All right. So that's it for tonight. Next week, I'm going to show you a couple more strategies that you can use before Christmas and what to expect after Christmas. And I will see you all Tuesday night, 9 p.m. EST. Thank you so much. Love you, love you, love you. I hope that you all stay healthy. I know flu and strep throat and even, you know, COVID still going around. So just stay healthy, stay focused, stay grinding on your store, implement these strategies. Don't just listen. I don't want you to just consume. I want you to practice. I want you to take action, right? So take action with this. Let me know how your results look, and I will see you all next week. Good night, y'all.